In this video, we're going to show you how to install the door mirror on your Dodge Charger located on both front doors. Removing your door panel, I'm going to start here. Use a Phillips head screwdriver. Loosen the screw and it's going to come off with a rubber bumper. We're going to be reusing this hardware, so don't lose it. If you come on up to the door handle here, we're going to use a small pocket screwdriver. There's a little plastic cover right here. Pull the handle out, get in underneath the cover and just pry that out gently. There it is right there, has little tabs on it. Right behind it, you're going to find a Phillips head screw. Loosen and remove that. Next, we're going to move to the door pull area. Right inside here, there's another cover where we're going to use our pocket screwdriver. Right about here, you're going to insert gently and then pry up. You're going to release the forward mounted lock tab and gently get your finger underneath and work it up. As you work it up and out, there's a lock tab here, and then one in the back. Set that aside. And underneath that cover is a Phillips head screw. Loosen and remove that. Once you get that screw out, we're going to move to the front side of the door panel. On the front side of the panel right here, there's a plastic retainer. We're going to use our trim tool. We're going to use the corner of the trim tool and press it in on the center, releasing the lock tab. And then you can get underneath here normally. And pull out that retainer. Before you install this here, you want to make sure you push the back of that button up and out so it comes out through the front like so. Go ahead and set that aside. Now, if you follow right underneath the speaker here, you're going to locate the light. We're going to use our pocket screwdriver. Let's go ahead and pop our light out here. Now there is a harness right here. We're going to pinch this little tab and pull that connector out like so. Now all of our hardware is removed from the door panel. Now we need to go ahead and pull it out. I'm going to come around to the lower forward corner here. Now you can use a trim tool if you want. Get underneath the edge and we're going to gently tug outward. And we're disconnecting the plastic retainer buttons around the perimeter. Now this panel up on the front portion here will stay here for now. So you're going to pull off the front portion and it comes around to the front edge. I'm going to push my lock button down. And as we pull this out, we're going to lift it up and we're going to release the upper portion of the door panel from the door shell. Now our wiring harness for our mirror comes down right behind here, and we have access to it with the door panel just pulled away. So instead of disconnecting all of our components to the back of the door panel, if you can find an alternate way to support the door panel without having to disconnect everything, that is going to help tremendously. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use securing straps. Simply hold the door panel. That's going to allow us access right to the module. Now if we follow our mirror harness down, it comes around to the bottom of this module. On our particular vehicle, it's the bottom one. It's a black connector, so we have purple, white, and then black. On the other side here, there's just a little pinch tab. I'm going to use my pocket screwdriver. I'm going to press in on that little pinch tab and just pull that connector out. Just pops right out like so. We're going to use our trim tool and separate that harness from the door. just like so. And go ahead and start to work our plastic molding up and away, just gently pulling away. And that exposes the 3 8mm nuts on the back side here. Let's go ahead and loosen and remove those. I'm going to loosen and remove the 2 lower ones first. Going to set those aside. And when we remove the last one, we're going to hold that mirror on the outside of the body while we do it. Our mirror seems pretty secure. This actually has an additional retainer on it. It's a little metal clip. So we're going to use our pocket screwdriver and gently push in on these tabs. There it is. Now there is a foam gasket. I want to make sure that that stays. If it's in good shape, you can reuse it. If not, you could have that replaced. We're simply going to pull that harness through the body. And there you have it. Go ahead and feed the harness through the hole in the door. You want to line up the studs. Feed that in. What we're going to do is gently pull in on the mirror body. And this metal retainer clip holds the mirror in place. You do want to inspect the outside of the mirror, make sure everything is seated properly. And then we'll go ahead and install the 3 nuts. Now I want to go ahead and snug those down evenly. Now I'm just going gentle. You don't have to go super, super tight. We're just seating that mirror. Once again, check the mirror itself on the outside. Make sure everything lines up perfect. Install your harness. Run the connector over to the module itself. Simply line that up into the module and push it in. You're going to hear and feel it lock in and engage. Our next step is to go ahead and install our plastic panel. And you're just going to do that by pressing it up and around, making sure that it goes underneath the gasket. Once that's installed, we can now remove our securing straps off of our door panel and get that started. All right, so we're going to grab our door panel, remove our securing strap, which worked absolutely perfect for us. Now on the top of our door panel, we have our window sweep here, or the window felt. Now there are 4 metal clips that hold this sweep to the door panel, and it's going to make it a lot easier for us to remove this, install it on the door shell, and then put our door panel on. Otherwise you're going to be fighting with the seal trying to get it on, and it's a pain. So I'm going to use a pocket screwdriver, and you're going to reach around the back side here, and there's a little spring clip that pops that out. You're going to continue to do this, and I'll show you this once I get this strip off. Now here is the metal clip that goes into the door panel itself. Now the bottom side here is the clip that you're going to be pushing in on to release this little spring tab here. So it's going to be inside. You're going to reach around the bottom and you're going to be pushing up on this clip, and you pull the sweep out. Now that you have this separated from the door panel, we now want to install this onto the door shell itself. Now this is a pinch weld style gasket. So you're going to push this in and you're going to push it inward. Make sure that that is all the way back and just work your way down, pushing that down. Now ideally you want to be doing this with the window down. And as you get closer to the front, the seal is going to want to bunch up a little bit. So you're going to put it on the pinch weld, and as you push this down, it'll work its way into its fully seated position. Now we're going to grab our door panel, line up our door lock button here. Now that we set our door lock button into place, we're going to line up those metal spring clips with our door panel. We're going to push that on. Make sure that our door panel here lines up. Make sure that our plastic buttons line up across the bottom everywhere. Now, as those buttons line up, let's go ahead and secure this here. We do want to make sure that on the bottom, that our light harness itself comes through the bottom of the door panel and you don't latch that in there in the wrong place. With the door panel snapped into place, we can install our light assembly. And install our door pull handle screw here. Install the screw in the middle of the panel here. We'll install our screw with the rubber bumper on the outer edge. And then we'll install our plastic push pin towards the front side. Install our trim panels. I'm going to insert the tail end here, feed it in, and then press it down, working my way outward. Install our trim panel up here. Insert the back section and then snap in the front. And at that point there, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.